Welcome to this explainer on the Foundry by Forge College. I'm absolutely thrilled you're joining us today. So, in our last theoretical lesson, seed phrase generation and backup strategies, we dug into the really critical concepts of entropy, hygiene, and recovery. But look, theory is only going to get you so far in blockchain fundamentals. Today we're throwing on our lab coats and channeling our inner mad scientists for a hands-on capstone build. We're talking guided wallet creation and secure seed backup. We are literally moving off the drawing board and onto the workbench to build an actual, secure, completely isolated wallet flow from scratch. It's practical, it's vital, and honestly, it's just incredibly fun to put together.
Okay, let's dive right into our blueprint for today. We've got 5 main steps. First up, welcome to the clean room. Second, generating your master seed. Third, capturing critical wallet metadata. Fourth, the ultimate restore test. And finally, debugging and final verification.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, welcome to the clean room, preparing the isolated environment.
So I want you to kind of imagine you're sneaking into this highly secure, completely disconnected underground bunker. For this practical exercise, being entirely offline is just an absolute necessity. We have to protect against background malware or sneaky screen stealers. So here's your prep. Step 1. You've got to disable your network connections completely. I mean it. Turn off the Wi-Fi, unplug that Ethernet cable, and switch off Bluetooth. Shut it all down. Step 2. Prepare a physical or an encrypted digital medium. Honestly, a high-quality piece of paper and a permanent pen are absolutely perfect here. And Step 3. Open up your open-source wallet tool locally on your machine. Oh, and hey, a quick friendly warning. No matter how tempted you might be, do not ask a cloud-connected AI to spell-check your new seed phrase. No way. We keep it local, and we keep it strictly secret.
Moving right along to Section 2, generating your master seed, which is really our assembly phase.
Now, this is where the cryptographic magic actually happens. And we're kind of slowing our pace down here because you are literally transferring pure cryptographic entropy right into the physical world. Just one rush letter and boom, you could lock yourself out forever. So here's your strict protocol. First, choose a 12 or 24-word mnemonic. Your offline tool is going to generate the seed phrase. Now this is key. Read each word out loud as you write it down on your paper. See, our brains naturally try to autocorrect visual typos, so reading it out loud breaks that habit and prevents those disastrous transcription errors. Finally, retype it completely offline into a temporary file just to verify your spelling, and then, this is crucial, completely destroy that temporary file. Poof, gone.
Next up, Section 3, capturing critical wallet metadata. Think of this as filling out your engineering logbook.
Now, what's really interesting here is that this is a major blind spot for beginners. The seed phrase alone, it isn't always enough to recover your assets. You absolutely need the metadata. It acts kind of like exact GPS coordinates, pointing you to the right shelf inside the vault. Because without it, your key might turn, but it might just open up a completely empty account. So, grab your logbook and make sure to record these 5 specific parameters alongside your backup. First, the mnemonic length. Is it 12 or 24 words? Second, the language, which is usually English. Third, the derivation path, and that usually looks like a long string of numbers and slashes. Fourth, the exact wallet tool and the version string you're using. And finally, your backup medium. Different tool versions actually have different default paths, so logging this exact information is literally absolutely crucial.
And hold on, before you even think about shutting down your clean room, there's one last vital piece of data to capture. You need to instruct your offline wallet to show you the very first derived receiving address and carefully, very carefully, copy it down into your log. Make sure you write down the full string of characters. Why? Well, this specific address is the actual target for our upcoming stress test. It's the exact proof we're going to need to know that our backup actually works.
Which brings us to Section 4, the ultimate restore test. It's time to stress test the vault. Okay, so we've built the key, we've locked the door, and now the tension really builds. Because as we know, a backup isn't actually a true backup until you've successfully restored from it. So here are your instructions for importing the seed. Step 1. Boot up a separate, entirely isolated verification environment. This could just be a fresh virtual machine. Step 2. Enter your exact recorded mnemonic phrase. Step 3, supply your matching BIP39 passphrase, well, if you set one up. And Step 4, manually input the exact derivation path you recorded earlier. Let me tell you, this step right here is exactly where keeping that precise engineering logbook pays off immensely.
And now for the real emotional payoff of this whole process. You're going to compare your original creation address to the restored address. What you want to see here is a perfect character-for-character match. And if those complex strings match exactly, take a bow. Your restore just successfully reproduced the original wallet identity. You have officially built a functionally perfect backup. Awesome job!
But let's look at Section 5, debugging and final verification. Basically, troubleshooting the build.
So what actually happens if they don't match? Well, a failed restore test can definitely cause a sudden spike of panic. But look, a mismatch simply means it's time to methodically troubleshoot the machine. We are not abandoning ship here. Remember, you haven't funded this wallet yet, so literally nothing is lost. You just need to check these common mechanical failure points. First, check for transcription typos. Did you accidentally write desert with one S instead of dessert with two? Second, look for a derivation path mismatch. Your restore tool might just be defaulting to a different path than your creation tool did. Third, double-check for forgotten or mistyped BIP39 passphrases. And fourth, make sure you don't have conflicting wallet tool versions. Just methodically check your recorded metadata against what you just typed into the restore tool.
Now, I need to deliver a very dramatic, yet absolutely crucial guardrail here. Read this quote with me. When you encounter an issue, do not escalate by exposing the mnemonic to online debugging tools. Seriously, guys, do not take your broken seed phrase onto the live internet to try and fix it. There's no way. Don't paste it into a web search. Don't go asking a forum for help using your real words. You stay offline, you iterate, you check your logbook, and you keep that clean room strictly isolated.
All right. Once those addresses finally match, your artifact is complete. You've successfully engineered a fully reproducible wallet flow. And this verified backup process, it's a core foundational artifact that you're going to use in future Web3 programs and learning right here at Forge College. By executing an offline generation and a completely separate offline restore, you've essentially proven that your recovery plan is operationally valid. You've completely eliminated the risk of transcription errors and derivation mismatches way before any real assets are ever put at stake.
As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this somewhat provocative thought about resilience. If your backup relies entirely on human memory for a single piece of metadata, is it truly an engineered vault, or is it just a ticking time bomb? True security relies on auditable systems for sure, not flawless memory. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this hands-on capstone explainer. To continue your deep dive into advanced key derivation, explore more courses, and truly master Web3, I highly encourage you to visit forge.college. Keep your keys safe, keep your clean rooms disconnected, and I will see you in the next one.